Hey everyone.
Real talk, let's get straight to it. I got diamonds in the face. No, these niggas don't walk how we walk, they don't talk how we talk.
Realtalk Toronto, guys. How you doing?
What's going on, guys? We are on episode number 4, right?
Episode 14. What are you talking about?
14.
Yeah, episode 4. Episode 4. And it's going to be a good episode because we're doing the pros and cons edition again, which I kind of like. I really like. But yeah, pros and cons. And again, before we get into this, please let us know anything you guys want us to talk about. It could also be a pros and cons topic. There's a lot out there, but kind of want to see what everyone's thinking, what everyone wants us to talk about, what topics maybe not many people talk about because they're scared.
Yeah, topics we want us to cover. It doesn't matter what it is, right?
I'll take the heat, don't worry.
We take the heat. It's not just one.
We take the heat. All right.
What's the first
Plastic surgery. I swear to God, even Botox counts, I think.
Yeah, I have a client that does Botox.
I know a lot of people
that go through that.
Have you ever walked in the mall recently? Like everyone's doing Botox, man. Everyone's doing Botox. I mean, no hate at all. It's just I'm shocked at how.
You get your lips done too?
No, I haven't. My lips are naturally beautiful. No, it's just it's crazy how far it's taken with like the. There are like 17-year-olds getting Botox, Guyan. Like, what the hell are you? With parental consent, yeah, kind of like tattoos and piercings and all that. But like,
tattoos and piercing is different. It's like it's not something that you're gonna put in your body. It's outside of your body.
Actually, I beg to differ. I think tattoos and Okay, so I think tattoos are worse. Not worse in like what you're getting done. It's.
I look at it in a way of having an infection, having the wrong. Oh yeah, that's both the same.
In your lips, if you stop doing it, it goes away.
Okay.
You have to keep doing it
on a regular basis.
But tattoos, unless you actually get it surgically removed or lasered, sorry.
So there's pros and cons to both. Piercing.
Yeah, but I'm pretty tattooed. Like I'm tatted, but what I'm basically saying is like
tatted too.
It's so small. But no, what I'm basically saying is like. Before we get into the topic today, tattoos are probably the worst. Not by the worst, I mean like from going back to not getting it.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like there's no reverse. There's no reversal. Like unless you get it lasered off, you're screwed with the tattoo. Yeah. I don't know actually. Yeah. You get scars. Yeah. True. But anyways, plastic surgery. Pros and cons. Want to talk about the pros first?
Yeah. Go ahead. That's the first one.
Make people feel more secure, boost their confidence. Whether it's like they think they need something removed or they want to go bigger or get a nose job.
Bigger? What are we looking at to get bigger?
I don't know. Use your imagination. No, I'm talking about like more so like birth defects. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes. Someone's just born with something, whatever it is, and they just want to get it like surgically removed. So like plastic surgery. I don't know if you have a third nipple. It's a thing.
On Friends now?
Oh, you watch Friends?
That's another topic.
Nipples are favorite?
Not third Friends. But third nipple. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Which I'm for, of course. Plastic surgery, period. I feel like if you want to get it as long as you're happy. There are some people that go way too crazy. Way too crazy. Isn't it duck lips? Fish lips?
Lips. They call it everything.
Fish lips.
It is. You look at it, it looks like a duck, it looks like a fish. Whatever it is. Overdoing it, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Anyways, yeah, so that's definitely a pro, if you're not happy, you want to get something removed or something, you want something bigger, I don't know. To boost your self-esteem and all that. I'm all for it for sure. I think we both can agree that we know a lot of people who have gotten something removed or have gotten something bigger.
But it's mostly like let's depend on the age frame, right? Most of them want like if you're over 50, you're looking to look more younger.
Yeah. I was just saying, like,
yeah.
I was just saying, like, boost. Well, that's like the second pro, right? So we're doing like birth defects as the first one, or like anything that they, that they want to get. Yeah. The second one would be like making people feel and look younger. So yeah, facelifts, liposuction, tummy tuck. Do you know what those are?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've seen people get like jaw reconstructed. Men are doing that now. Apparently for a while, actually. Yeah. Like they do this like whole like square jaw thing because they weren't like.
The other fat that they want to get rid of.
They get rid of like the fat.
They want to have the jaw.
Yes, they get rid of the fat and they get like, I don't know, like doctors do their thing and now they have like a squared looking jaw and they look like friggin' like a cartoon character. It looks ridiculous. No judgment though. So sometimes it just looks too fake. You know what I mean? Kind of like when people get fake teeth or like veneers. Like sometimes it looks too fake. Like it looks good, but it looks too fake. No, not bright. Just the way they look. Like for instance, I'll give you an example. So I have pretty straight teeth. I've never had braces. And there's this one tooth in the bottom here that's like a little crooked. And my dentist, I told my dentist, I'm like, so I kind of want to get Invisalign to like straighten it out. And he's just like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's just like, you have the most like imperfect, perfect smile. You know what I mean? It looks, and they look nice. So I'm like, okay, I get that. Like that's a true doctor / like dentist that like is not there to like make a quick buck or make money. He's like being honest with you and being like, you don't need this. You have a beautiful smile. So I'm talking about people who like get rid of, there's people who have fine teeth and they get rid of all of them to get veneers. Have you ever seen the procedure for veneers?
No, I haven't seen it. Maybe I should be watching. Yeah.
So I was watching this show and it's effing weird. So what they do is they saw down each tooth.
Saw down?
They saw down each tooth to make it look like they look like little like stubbies, like little baby teeth. You know how when a baby's getting teeth, they have like teeth in like space in between the teeth and they're a little small. They shave them down so they can like veneers on top of them. It looks creepy. Guys, Google it. Just Google it. It's weird. But anyways, fake veneers that look really fake, but I don't know. I don't like things that look too. I don't like things that look fake.
But yeah, so let's talk about generations. Like, what are you looking at in age frame? Or just like?
Well, here's the thing. We're talking about lips, right? I'm seeing like as young as 17 years old, 16 maybe even, and this is just like our area. Like I can't even imagine going to places like LA, probably doing them like 13.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about like the veneers thing. I don't know. I'm going to assume probably like mid 20s, but like I'm sure people who are younger than that probably get them. But they cost a lot. It's not like Botox.
Expensive, yeah, for sure. Right?
Yeah. It's not like Botox. It's veneers are
unless you go to Turkey and get it.
I was just gonna say, there's a lot of people who go to like Mexico or Colombia or Turkey. They get like like boobs or hair implants or veneers or just anything. So yeah, again, makes you feel and look younger. I'm all for it. It's just there's a limit. There's a limit. I don't know.
It's like a
because thing, right? Yeah, for sure.
It's like you
absolutely
drugs, right. You do it once, you feel it, you feel how it looks. You want to do it somewhere else, get your nose redone, whatever you do. That's something that it's an addiction, right?
Now, side thought, I should say. My brain's going like a little. Do you think people do it for themselves or for others or for both?
So for both. So they do it for themselves and to look good
for others.
Other people, right? Let's say, it can be peer pressure too, right? If you're living in LA, for sure.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it here yet that, peer pressure wise, but it might get to that point.
I've seen it.
You're in school and then it's like, my friends got this, I want to get a big butt. In Latin countries.
Big butts cannot lie.
Latin countries, what they do first thing is when they're like 16, 17, parents ask them, what do you want? But first thing they ask is, plastic surgery, get a big butt.
You're lying.
No, that is true. I spoke to these girls when I went to Panama.
What the?
Right? That's what they said. That's the first thing that they get.
Wait.
They can ask for anything. Breast implants, whatever surgical, whatever they want to get bigger, they'll get it done, and they will, give that money to do
What?
it. Yeah, I spoke to some of the people that have done it, and that's one topic that came up: plastic surgery.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane. I guess just different culture, right?
Yeah, I think it's just
That's crazy.
it's more known upon in here in Canada, but we don't know to what extent, right? But age.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I think it depends on the person, like who's doing it. Like, so for instance, like there's people who do it for themselves, and then there's people who do it for themselves and others, or there's people who just do it for others because, there are people who have been bullied or, not been able to, well, that's actually the next one, like space for opportunities for like jobs and stuff. So job opportunities, relationships, you know what I mean? So maybe they think that they're not progressing or like going anywhere, or they're stuck, and they feel like they need a change. They need like a revamp of themselves. Like, I don't know how to word it.
Mental.
So I actually saw a video of this guy that got what you just said, like they broke his knees, and they Did you know that he had to go through, I think it was like 6 months of physio to learn how to walk again?
Like you're breaking your bones, and get your bones, start to.
That's insane.
Walk.
And the guy wasn't even tall, wasn't even short to begin with. I think he was like 5'9", 5'10", and wanted to be like 6'2".
One thing, and
oh my god!
The risk of doing that.
I wish I was taller. I wish I was a baller.
Look at it this way: you're increasing your height. What about your hand?
What about hands?
We're not gonna go in.
I know. It's gonna look awkward. I was like, what about my hand? Allows people to start over again. So that's basically what I was saying. Like, people are not happy with what they were born with. I was going to say what God gave them, but I'm not even religious. I don't know how that even... But you guys know what I mean. What the universe gave them. Yeah, they're not happy with, like, I don't know, their face, nose. People's nose, I think. A lot of people don't like their noses. I'm okay with my nose. I'm all right. What about you?
Comment below, guys. So we need to know what you think about Kathleen's nose.
What do you think?
It's fine. The way we are right now, I don't know why they want to change it.
Yeah.
But it all depends, right? That could be, like we covered the previous topic there, right? Like they don't like how they look.
Yeah.
They were advancing their jobs. I don't know how the job falls into this.
Well, it depends on what job, right? I mean, if you're on all these...
No, not only that, but let's say, like...
I'm just kidding.
Fashion industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Fashion industry. That's a big one. It's a big one. A lot of people were like, I remember back in the day, 15, 20 years ago, I was like, guys, like, those abs are fake. There's no way those abs are real. I don't know what movie we were watching with some guy, I don't know. And I'm like, those are fake. And they were fake. And nobody believed me that like you could get abs, like ab surgery or a plastic surgery, or like get abs like built in. And I'm like, yeah, you can. There is so much shit that people do that we still don't even know about. Like, there was recently, I found out that if you actually cut here, okay, I forgot what the surgery is called. It's like a quick surgery. It's only like an hour or something. There's hidden fat that stays here. So no matter how much you work out, it's just the fat that you're born with that is just chilling in your like jaw here. So if you actually go to the doctor or the plastic surgeon and they cut it open, they suck up the fat, that fat will not return there anymore. And it gives you this like, I forgot what it's called. It's not expensive. I think it's like maybe like $500 or something. Mm-hmm. Anyways, do you think I need it?
No, what do you need it?
Great answer, guy. Thanks, man. That's what friends are for. I love you the way I
did, but then it depends on the person.
Yeah, true. But another really
people to start over again. In terms of
yeah, we were talking about that already. Like like if people are not happy with what they were born with, like their nose and this and that, like there are people who feel like something has been like kind of holding them down to doing certain things or whatever. Like, have you ever seen the show Dr. Pimple Popper?
I might have. I just can't remember.
Okay, so Dr. Pimple Popper is this girl, like I don't know what her name is, I forgot. But anyways, there's people around the world, mostly the US, I think, that go to her and they have like weird, no, it's not, they call her Dr. Pimple Popper, but it's not really pimples. It's like, obviously you see like blackheads and stuff.
Yeah,
but like, I'm talking about like big, like cysts.
Okay.
Like there's this one guy that had like a giant like thing right there. Like that's how big it was. And he couldn't go to work because people would stare at him. His employer even like was like, yeah, we have to let you go. You're scaring our customers. I swear to God. So he had to like go on disability. He was so unhappy. He had to get like custom hats because no hat would actually go over it because he had to hide it.
But did they hire him just?
No, so it was small and it got bigger and bigger and bigger over like, I don't know, 5 years, whatever it is. And yeah, like that's so sad. That's so freaking sad. So anyways, he went to see her and they had to like figure out, like, they do biopsies to make sure that, it's not cancerous or something. And anyways, it's a really good show. You really like get to know the person. It's so sad. But then you root for them at the end of the episode. It's like, yeah, but go back to work. Huh?
We're just nasty just watching it. Did she show the whole surgery?
Oh yeah, I love it. Joy, I was gonna say Joy and I, my girlfriend Joy, we like have dinner and watch it.
That's even nasty. How do you
guys? Don't Guyan. You're gonna be shocked at how many people actually watch that shit. It's so well. Okay, that's maybe a little bit extreme, but I'm talking about. There are people who will lie and say they don't watch it, but then they actually do watch it. It's so like what's the word? It's so like not appealing, but so satisfying. What's the word? Satisfying when you just see her like get it all out and it all comes out of it. You guys should watch a Dr. Pimple Popper.
And while you guys are eating,
please tell me you're gonna watch one episode.
I'll watch one. Yeah, cool. Sure. It's not while eating.
I'll send it to you.
I'm like really drunk and I want to watch something.
I'm gonna send you the most disgusting episode. Okay. All right, cool.
I'll let you know.
Okay, so that's basically like the last one that we were talking about as far as pose is it's beneficial for your health, kind of like obesity.
Okay.
So there are people who
are fat.
900-pound Life, which is also another show. I watch a lot of shows. You've never heard of it? You've never heard of Botched or Dr. Pimple Popper or my 1,000-pound Life, 900-pound Life? Oh my God, it's so good. It's so sad. And I'm like watching it as I'm like eating chips.
It's always eating and watching this nasty.
Watching them, I'm like watching this guy that has to be like literally like forklifted into his van.
Yeah, and
because he was having like a medical episode. He had to be literally forklifted.
Okay.
He was like 1,000 pounds.
Okay.
And I'm just like, shit, that's so fucked up. That's so sad. And I'm like just eating chips.
And then you watching the fat.
Eating peanut butter out of the jar.
In the end, you end up being fat just as you want to eating.
Oh my God! Now that I think about it, I'm screwed.
Yeah, it's true.
No. Thank God I go to the gym.
Seriously?
Thank God I go to the gym. Yeah. I would literally be like.
Some people are just lazy, right? Couch, like
No, but
they don't have the drive to go to the gym. Just lazy.
Right? But let's just both agree, because it is true, it becomes an addiction. Food?
It does.
1,000% it does.
Right?
All the shit that you eat that's in food, it becomes like the sugar and the saturated fats. It's the cravings. You literally, if you're eating like 6,000 calories a day of like pure garbage and you stop one day, like your body goes into like withdrawal. Like it's the same as drugs. Anyways, that's a whole thing. But absolutely, I'm for plastic surgery when it comes to your health. 1,000%. Whether you have like, a lymphoma, I don't even know what it's called, like that thing on your head. Or if you're unfortunately like extremely overweight or obese and you're, and
you got a scar on your face, you don't think like
Yeah. It is sad. It is really sad. But I don't know why they put these shows on, honestly, because it's so entertaining, but I feel like crap watching it.
And you still watch it.
Yeah, as I'm eating it. I know, it's brutal. I'm a horrible human being. Let's talk about cons now, though. Okay. The cons of plastic surgery. So obviously,
it's expensive, right? One thing is expensive.
That's the last one on the list, but yeah.
Right? That's number one. It could be
In your culture, do you read backwards first?
No, it isn't the main thing that would
You
come
read
up.
the yeah?
Also,
Okay.
Like some,
Yeah,
it's all, everything's like,
That costs how much? No, never mind. I'm out. Are you from Brampton? No, you're from Scarborough. Scarborough. Just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
Just moved. It's a different topic we're gonna cover. So
Absolutely. No, the first one that I have is extremely dangerous and can cause more damage and scarring, for sure. Obviously, we know any surgery that you go through, even dental surgery, like you have to sign a, you know what I mean? Like, because anything can be dangerous. Like, you could go for the smallest little procedure and, you know, God forbid something happens. Again, with the God forbid. You know what? I'm just a little let it ride.
The religious topic got to you.
Shit. Anyways, can be addicting. Another extreme con, which I think that's probably one of the most important con because it is. It happens.
It's a risk on your life, right? So you get one thing done, and you get another one done.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
no
yeah.
Surgery, move on, right? Keep on going.
And sometimes it's not even like I see it, I like it. It's I see it, I like it. Well, what about this part? Oh, I see, I like that. Okay, that's good. What about this part? Like they keep changing certain things that you didn't think that you would want to change, right? Or you start to see the imperfections, right? Versus the ones that exactly. Another thing is basically like when you're talking about addicting, like the lips, right? You have to keep doing it. You have to keep getting Botox. You can't just get them and then they stay, from my understanding. You have to keep doing them, part of the addiction. Honestly, I'm not really familiar with the topic. I think it depends on what kind you. There's different kinds, and there's different like whether they do needle or tapping. I don't know. But there's different kinds. I do know that in most cases, like you have to go like maybe like I don't know, like every 4 or 5 months, maybe. It depends on how much you do it, and there's also like the lip lift. I don't know if you heard about the lip lift. So instead of getting Botox, you just get like a surgery where it's like you like lift your lip a little bit, just to have like a little bit of like.
So what's the difference in that? Okay.
Because when you get a lip lift, your lip lift is staying lifted.
Okay. So
Botox is like injections, and then once your lips like deflate, like you got to keep getting it. You got to maintain it. You got to maintain it. Honestly, guys, just drop a comment or drop any thoughts in our on our episode, like as far as like plastic surgery goes. I'm not familiar with every single thing when it comes to like the lip Botox or lip injections, but we're here to learn too. So
yeah, let us know what the cons are, right? What do you guys think?
Yeah,
you know,
must be painful.
I don't know. I never got it, so you know like, a lot about.
I know women have high pain tolerance, like, but lips, damn.
Maybe not. There's so many people get it done. Maybe it's just like you get it like when you get a root canal, they numb your whole.
But you don't get numbed when you do lips. I don't think so. I think they just go in and go boop boop boop.
I don't know. Maybe they might.
I don't know, guys. Drop a comment. Let us know because I'm actually really curious. And I know Google is not the best because you get freaking mixed answers. The last one is so funny. A con, unable to find wanted people.
Unable to find wanted people.
So basically, like, if you committed a crime or you're like on a wanted list for whatever you did, and like you go and get plastic surgery, which I know for sure it's been done to change your appearance, so you're not on the
wanted list.
Wanted list, yeah. So you're, yeah. Back in the day, before like plastic surgery, when you commit a crime and you're like on a wanted list, like people are trying to find you, like cops are trying to find you. There's like rewards, right? So people are like, oh shit, like let's make sure that we don't see that person that's on the, because they want a reward, right? So they want people to call in and then say, oh yeah, I spotted the guy or girl or whatever. What did they do before? They like dyed their hair, they put on a wig.
There's a woman that did that in Canada. They did that. I think it was in Toronto somewhere. That it's a big story, but he changed himself to look like a woman.
Probably
just because he was like a rapist or something like that.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Really?
Didn't look that.
No.
Yeah,
is that old?
No, it was like probably 2 years ago. Not that old.
What the hell?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about that.
I didn't even know it was. It took a while to find it.
Well, I guess that's the cheaper route, right?
Yeah.
Just like get a wig and did he get plastic surgery or was it just a wig? Okay. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. But that's what I'm saying, right? Like back in the day, they did like the hat and like facial hair, or they shaved off their facial hair, or they threw on a wig, different color, just to make yourself like, you know, completely unseen and just like you're laying low, right? But with the plastic surgery crap that we have now, like the technology, it's oh, I get what you mean. Like if people are on the run, they don't have time to heal.
Yeah,
that's true.
Thing,
that's
right?
true, actually.
So how do they hide from that, right?
Unless you know people who do it. Like I don't know if you guys. I watch a lot of shows, but Blacklist. Have you ever seen the show Blacklist?
Yeah.
Remember when he got like surgery to like completely change his appearance?
Way back, yeah.
Anyways,
and there's another one that's called Face Off.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
No.
Right? Yeah, Face Off. Where
sound familiar?
I think John Travolta.
John Travolta?
Well, and there's another guy. I can't remember the name.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Is it new or old?
No, it's old. It's old. It's old. So they switch their faces around.
They switch their faces around.
Yeah, like the plastic surgery takes one face and puts it
on.
Yeah. You ever seen it?
No. Face Off. It's 1997. The movie.
Hold on.
Oh
yeah, 97. Yes, 97.
You slow reader.
Yeah, it was 97.
Nicolas Cage. I've never seen this movie. It looks interesting. 1997. Oh, I'll watch it. Is it on Netflix? Amazon?
I don't, probably not. Amazon has it, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's old, 97. So
I'm gonna look that up.
Now I know how old I am, right? Pretty old.
Well, I've watched older movies than that. I just, for some reason, I've never heard that. I will. Face Off. But maybe these people who are getting plastic surgery who are on the run, maybe they have like connections, right? They know they have a place where they can like lay low. They know someone who does it. No, they know who someone who does it in like a warehouse in the middle of nowhere, and then they like, you know.
Okay, give me your kidney, I'll do a plastic surgery on your face, kind of thing.
What the hell?
In Mexico, you know, that's what
probably.
I have kind of connection.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah. No, for sure.
You're gonna coming out with a missing kidney and a missing lung, whatever it is.
Forget about it. Did you hear what happened recently? I forgot what hospital it was. It was somewhere in Ontario where some kid went in for, or a guy went in for surgery, and he got the wrong surgery.
That happens all the time.
He went in for like appendix, I think, and then he ended up like getting like a kidney removed, or something.
They cover it up all. Yeah. That's not the first time I'm hearing it.
Did I ever tell you that when I went into surgery a couple years ago, I was in the waiting room, and then the doctor came in and he called me, and I was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, "Yeah." So as soon as I was about to sit on the table, he's just like, "So, this is what we're doing." I'm like, "No, it's not." And he's just like, "Oh, wrong person."
What if you never even asked me the question?
And then when I went back to the waiting room, my doctor was just like, "Oh, where were you?" And I was just like, I was going into surgery, but it was the right surgery. Anyway, it was really funny.
Things like that happen.
Yeah. Finally, expensive as hell.
It is. I think it depends on what you get too, right? Like you said, there's $500 jobs to, I don't know.
That fat removing thing. Yeah. But that's like the smallest surgery. I'm talking about if you're okay. I know a lot of people who've gotten plastic surgery, so I know costs of most things. Liposuction, I think if you get it done here, obviously depends on the person, how much they're removing and all that. I think you're looking at least $12,000, 1,000%.
Okay.
Here, at least. Okay. I know nose was like, I think someone told me they got quoted like $8 grand. Okay. Go to Turkey, okay? I know people who've gone to Turkey, and they've gotten their like nose, lipo, facelift, and fat reduction, like around their hips and legs, all at once for like $6 grand. Not bad, and that included like hotel, hospital, transfer. Like they'll take you to the hospital, they'll pick you up, they'll take you, and then you have like a caregiver for like 2-3 days. That's insane.
One of my friends went recently to Turkey, right?
He's cleaned it up.
In Turkey, and then he got a hair transplant.
Oh, yeah. I know people who've gotten hair transplants.
Like, stay, everything.
My mom went on a trip to Turkey, and she said when she got back onto the planes, like to go home, she saw everybody that was like most people were on the plane with her when they came to Turkey. She's leaving Turkey, and she sees everyone with like bandages and like hair plugs and just like everybody on like 75% of the people on the plane came for plastic surgery and are going back to Toronto. Whatever, man. Honestly, like I just think it's ridiculous.
Done.
Yes.
Right?
And I heard they do amazing. Like Colombia, amazing. Yeah. Apparently Colombia is really good with like the boob jobs and the teeth. I heard Mexico is really good with teeth too, and then Turkey is really good with like everything.
Okay.
I don't know about teeth, but like lipo and hair and all that.
Yeah, try.
And I know a few people who have done it, and I mean they look great. So I just think it's insane how overpriced that shit is here, and even more so in
imagine like
California.
You say it's overpriced here, but people get it done still.
Oh yeah, they get it done because I feel like it's kind of like when you have a car and your part is bad, like your module goes bad, right? And you want to go to the dealer because you trust the dealer. It's like your home base. Like you trust them, you got the car from there, blah, blah, blah. They won't, even though you're probably out of warranty, you won't go anywhere else. You won't go to like this like corner, like BMW specialist or whatever to like feel uneasy about it because it's not a dealership. So it's the same thing with like here, right? Like they're home, they're in Canada. They find it safer to do here. They're more familiar with people. The communication is there. They're not speaking, they're speaking English. They're not speaking like, the language there, even though they do speak there. Like they speak English, they're perfectly fine. Yeah. Like that's how they get all these people here, right? They have like, they're fluent. It's part of their job, but it's just I don't know. It's just insane. People feel they don't want to fly. There's people who don't want to fly. They don't want to fly like 12 plus hours. They don't want to stay there because when you get plastic surgery overseas, you have to stay there for at least I think a week because you have to wait a few days. Then you have to go back for their checkup. Mm-hmm. They remove certain things or check certain things, and then you go here anyway.
Price wise. But like you said, they find it safer to do it in here than just fly out and take that risk.
Yeah, especially if you're hearing like the reviews, like someone's like my doctor's really good, like come here, and then like it's all word of mouth, right? But then there's people who go to Turkey because people are like, yo, go to Turkey, go to Turkey. You know what I mean? It's the same shit. So, anyways, guys, if you need plastic,
what do you guys think?
Yeah, if you need plastic surgery, don't get it in Canada. Don't do it.
Comments from all these plastic surgeons.
Don't do it. Waste of money. They're good, but waste of money. Anyways.
All right, guys. Let us know once again what we should be discussing on our next episode.
Yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself so far. We're shooting the shit here.
Yeah. Right.
Realktalk Toronto podcast.
Okay. Subscribe.
Like. Comment. Show us some love.
Let us know what you guys think. Right. What we can improve. Right? Do better?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
Absolutely. We're new to the game, but we want to be the best in the game.
Best in the game.
All right.
That's the goal, right?
Real talk. Let's get straight to it. I got diamonds in the face. No, these niggas don't walk how we walk.